And welcome everyone to the Riverside County Public Health Update. My name is Pep Fernandez. We appreciate you tuning in as we give you some hot topics across Riverside County in terms of public health. And look who's back. It's the Public Health Officer, Dr. Geoffrey Leung. Dr. Leung, it's always good to see you. I think we've missed you the last couple of episodes, actually.
Thank you for having me, Pep.
Yeah, well, your replacements did an admirable job, and but we're glad to have you back. There's a lot of topics we want to talk to you about, and first off, we got to talk about COVID-19. What's the latest on COVID here in Riverside County?
Right. So, even though it feels like ages ago, and the COVID numbers have been very low for a long time, we have seen them start to creep up gently with regard to both infections and hospitalizations. The numbers are harder to track because people are mostly doing at-home tests these days. So, we would not say that there's a surge. We're not trying to alarm anybody, but we do see the numbers going up. And for people, who, would want to think about changing some behavior for the slightly higher number of cases, this is the time to start thinking about that. We think it's due to a combination of decreasing immunity, lots of summer travel, changes in behavior, where maybe we've sort of loosened up some of our restrictions and we're more comfortable seeing people. But all that being said, again, we start to see numbers going up. And just a reminder that there are things that we can do to be proactive to keep our risk lower.
All right, very good. Thank you, Dr. Leung. Let's talk about, school. I guess for parents, they're excited to see their kids go back to school. The kids maybe not so much, but kids are going back to school. In fact, mine go back this week. But it's a good reminder about back to school and immunizations, correct?
Yeah. So back to school is really a good time to think about, back to health. So some of your children, they may not be able to start school until they've had certain immunizations. But really, for any kids that you have, any children that you have, it's not a bad idea to think about doing their well child visit around this time. Chances are they're due for their checkup, that they may be due for some immunizations that may or may not be required for school. And, really staying ahead with our preventive care is one of the best ways that we can stay healthy. We can also think about role modeling that as parents. So, if you or your spouse or, the other adults in the household are due for their checkups, this is a good time to do that so we can say, look, I'm doing it too.
All right, very good, Dr. Leung. Now listen, if anyone has stepped outside, they know it's hot. Summer really came on strong in the month of July, and it's still very warm, triple digits across Riverside County this week as well. Heat-related illnesses. I think there's something that Riverside County is doing to keep the folks out there informed about this, correct?
Absolutely. So, the first thing we'd like to share is that we have a new dashboard on heat-related illnesses that you can find at our public health website. That may be able to give you a little bit more information. But, as, residents in an area where it often gets hot, I think one of the dangers is that, we become accustomed to it and we think, we can handle the heat. It's only 100 degrees outside, but we do want to remember that especially for the young, the old, animals, small pets, the heat can present quite a bit of danger in a really short amount of time. And a perfect example of that is car safety. If you think about the temperature in a car, it can rise very quickly compared to the outside temperature, often 20 to 30 degrees higher. So if it's 90 to 100 degrees outside, it could quickly be over 120 degrees in your car. In addition to staying well hydrated, we just ask people to try to plan in advance. So try to schedule your activities before and after it's, the day is at its hottest. And just remember that although, we may be accustomed to the heat, we can stay the safest by planning ahead.
Yeah, in fact, I was just mowing my lawn the other day, and I'm like, I'm going to do it once the evening rolls around, the temperatures drop a little bit, because it is very, very hot across Riverside County right now. All right, Dr. Leung, before we say goodbye in this segment at least, what are some just overall good health reminders? I know kids are going back to school, they're taking lunches, they're trying to get a breakfast in maybe before they hit the bus and get to school. What are some good overall health reminders right now?
Yeah, so, in addition to just eating well and exercising, we're very lucky in Southern California to be in a place that has great produce, very fresh fruits and vegetables. And summertime is actually a great great time to, introduce and make easily accessible to your kids, to your family, healthy options. There might be fruits and vegetables that normally are not available during other times of the year. We do know that people tend to choose the things that are most convenient and easiest to eat. So, by cutting up and pre-preparing that fruit or those carrot sticks and putting them in the fridge, so whenever someone starts to get hungry, they grab that first, you can sort of nudge that behavior slightly. The other thing is, as we go back to school, just a reminder that, what we drink also has a big impact on our health. There was recently a study that showed that if you make water fountains highly available or easily accessible in a school setting, you can decrease childhood obesity rates 7-fold. And that's just because you're making water convenient and people are drinking before they're super thirsty and wanting a big, cold, sweet drink. Yeah.
I know those are great tips for kids going back to school, but even as adults, I'm like, okay, that's a good idea. Chop up some fruit or have the carrot sticks ready as opposed to some other sweet treat maybe with my sweet tooth. Dr. Leung, always good seeing you. We really appreciate the time.
Thank you, Pep.
It's good to have you back. All right, right now as we transition to our next segment, let's talk a little bit more and hear a little bit more from Sharita Logan as she talks about the Breastfeeding Sister Connection program.
Hi, my name is Sharita Logan. I'm here in the North Riverside WIC office. I am a certified lactation consultant. I'm a peer breastfeeding counselor for the Riverside University Health System in the nutrition department. The most rewarding thing about breastfeeding for me has been the connection that I was able to establish with my children from an early stage in their life. I know the closeness and the connection that we made has made an impact on the people that they are today. They've developed into amazing children. So I'm very grateful for the journey that I had with breastfeeding because of how amazing my children are. I know it made an impact. Some of the benefits of breastfeeding that I experienced is, like I said, that my children at this stage are older and we tend to not get sick as often as I notice other children get sick. And so I know that the journey that I had in breastfeeding made an impact on that. It provides an extra level of parenting and responsibility, and what comes along with that is the ability to be able to nurture your children in more ways than other people probably have the opportunity to, because there's a physical established rapport that you get to build with your children. Don't be discouraged from your journey with breastfeeding. Although it's not easy, you can do it. I did it successfully. With the amount of support that I received, it allowed me to reach the goals that I had with breastfeeding, and that's why I was able to exclusively breastfeed the way I did. The Sister Connection program has been extremely beneficial to me. I participated in the program during both of my pregnancies, and it gave me the opportunity to be blessed to work here with RUHS. That's been a blessing, but also in addition to that, just the amount of support that I received. Like I said, I know that everything that I learned about breastfeeding initially came from the program and participating in the program, and it plays a role in why I definitely reached the goals that I had set for myself.
All right, very good. Thank you, Sharita, for that. Let's continue that conversation as we talk about National Breastfeeding Month. We have Amber Hornsey here. She is the WIC Breastfeeding Program Coordinator. And Amber, why is breastfeeding important?
Well, breastfeeding is really an essential part to an infant's first nutrition. It's the best nutrition that you can provide for an infant. It's important for survival. It's an important foundation to thrive as the infant grows throughout their lives. So August is World Breastfeeding Month. And in August, it gives the lactational professionals and organizations an opportunity to really show the benefits and raise awareness to the benefits of breastfeeding to help the parents that we serve. Breastfeeding rates are increasing, albeit very slowly. They're definitely not where we'd like to see them. But being able to provide the support and break down some of the inequities that parents are facing, we hope to be able to, increase those and help our families.
All right, Amber, I heard you mention benefits. What are some of those benefits between the mother and the baby when they breastfeed?
Good. So lots of benefits to mom and baby both. Breast milk is a living fluid, which means that it's constantly changing and adapting throughout the infant's life. For example, if mother gets exposed to or comes down with the flu, her body's making antibodies, which will then transfer through the breast milk to the baby. So then the baby's then protected against the flu or gets better faster. Other benefits to babies include a decreased risk of being overweight or getting childhood obesity, or even getting type 2 diabetes later in life. They also tend to have less ear infections, less respiratory disorders or conditions such as asthma, and less GI issues such as vomiting and diarrhea. Lots of benefits for mom as well, not just babies. Mothers also have a decreased risk of certain types of cancers, which include ovarian and breast cancer, decreased risk of heart disease, and also diabetes.
Wow, so a lot of great reasons to be breastfeeding. And I know you are with WIC, and there are services with WIC that can support mothers out there who are wanting to or trying to breastfeed. What are some of those resources available, Amber?
Okay, so our support program, we employ international board certified lactation consultants, other lactation professionals, breastfeeding peer counselors, and really just lactation education professionals in general. Our breastfeeding support program, our breastfeeding peer counseling program provides support to mothers on a mother-to-mother level, more as a peer as opposed to a professional, talking to a member of the public. So with these peer counselors, they develop a relationship prenatally with our families, which they can then carry over into the breastfeeding journey. So the mother feels more comfortable going to this peer as opposed to maybe a friend, well-meaning friend or family member who maybe doesn't have all the information about breastfeeding. Several of our peer counseling programs include Sister Connection, which is a program that specifically focuses on the Black community members and really focusing on the inequities and some of the disparities that they face in their community. And so they support breastfeeding in that way. We also have a WIC at Work program, which focuses on our families who are intending to go back to work and helping them to provide lactation accommodation between themselves and the employers, providing breast pumps and other things that they might need to make their breastfeeding journey successful while working, and also a teen scene. In addition to the breastfeeding peer counseling program, we also have our Loving Support Helpline, which is a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week helpline dedicated to supporting families at any time that they are needed. We have lactation consultants available all the time and by paging system if they require additional services.
Mm-hmm. All right, Amber, we're going to put the website at the bottom of the screen, but if there's mothers out there who would like to get more information, what's the best way to maybe contact your team or just get maybe more information online as well?
Good. So definitely the website that's on the bottom of the screen, ruhealth.org/breastfeeding. And our Loving Support Helpline, you can reach us at 888-451-2499.
All right, very good. Amber, thank you for that great information. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, that's Amber Hornsey. Now we're going to learn a little bit more about car seats. How do you install a rear-facing car seat? We're about to find out.
This video covers some basic tips for installing and using a rear-facing only or rear-facing convertible car seat with a seatbelt. Before you begin, read the instruction manual for the car seat and the portion of the vehicle owner's manual on child restraint systems. Pay close attention to the information on the vehicle seatbelt system and how to lock it. Because every car seat and vehicle is different, it's important to carefully follow all instructions. Place the rear-facing only base or convertible car seat in the back seat of the vehicle. Carefully thread the seatbelt through the correct belt path, as directed by the manufacturer. Be careful not to have any twists in the seatbelt. Buckle the seatbelt. Lock the seatbelt. Press down firmly on the base or car seat and tighten. The base or car seat should not move more than 1 inch when tested at the belt path. Make sure the car seat is installed at the correct recline angle. Most car seats have built-in angle indicators and recline adjusters to assist you. Properly position the harness on the child. Harness straps should lie flat, not twisted, and be placed through the slot at or below the child's shoulders according to manufacturer instructions. Buckle the harness and the chest clip and tighten. The harness is snug enough when you cannot pinch any extra material at the shoulder. Place the retainer clip at armpit level. The child is now secure and ready to be transported. Follow these steps for installing and using a rear-facing only or rear-facing convertible car seat with lower anchors and tethers. Place the rear-facing only base or convertible car seat in the back seat of the vehicle in the rear-facing position. Locate the lower anchors in the vehicle. Attach the lower straps on the base or car seat to the anchors. Press down firmly with your hand on the base or car seat and tighten the straps. The base or car seat should not move more than 1 inch when testing at the belt path. Make sure the car seat is installed at the correct recline angle. Most car seats have built-in angle indicators or adjusters to assist you. Properly position the harness on the child. Harness straps should lie flat, not twisted, and be placed at or below the child's shoulders according to manufacturer instructions. Buckle the harness and the chest clip and tighten. The harness is snug enough when you cannot pinch any extra material at the shoulder. Place the chest clip at armpit level. The child is now secure and ready to be transported. Advise caregivers to use the rear-facing car seat for as long as possible. Once the child outgrows the rear-facing only car seat, switch to a convertible car seat and use it in the rear-facing position. Rear-facing convertible car seats have higher height and weight limits and allow caregivers to keep children rear-facing longer.
And now join us here on the show. We've got Aaron Malone, the Injury Prevention Program Coordinator, talking more about the car seat program. Aaron, when it comes to rear-facing, forward-facing booster seats, I'm an old pro at this. But for the car seat program, how would you kind of explain it to folks out there what it's all about?
Okay, well, it's all about keeping your child the safest as possible. So what I'd like to do, if I can clarify our California laws that we have to keep kids safe in cars. We do have a law that kids have to stay rear-facing or backwards in their car seat until they're at least 2 years old. And I say at least 2 years old because after they turn 2, they should still ride backwards. Now, when we tell families that, they think about their legs and their feet, their child's legs and feet running out of room.
Mm-hmm.
And that's okay. Kids will just crisscross applesauce, put their legs up in the air, push off the back of the seats. It's no problem. The reason we want to keep them rear-facing is to protect their head, neck, and spine. So if you look on the side of your car seat, you're going to find a label, and it will tell you how long that car seat can rear face. And we always recommend that parents rear face as long as possible. So that could easily be a 3 or even a 4-year-old still rear facing.
Okay, so this car seat program, who qualifies for this? Is it free? How do people get involved?
Okay. I like to say that everyone qualifies for the program because education is definitely important. So anyone that is transporting a child should reach out to us, and they can attend a class that we offer virtually. They can attend the classes that we offer in person. We have events that families can come to us and actually learn one-on-one in their car with their car seat on how to actually install the seats. But if you are a resident that you are in need of a car seat, please give us a call because we can help you with obtaining a car seat or a booster seat. And it is a low-cost program, but we do have grants where we are able to waive the fee quite often. So I do encourage families to go to our website to call us and sign up for one of our classes.
So there's training available, education available, car seats available as well. So when folks reach out to you, maybe it's a first-time parent, and they're like, I don't know how this goes in my car.
Right, right. And what we find too, families will apply to the program, say they are expecting a baby, and they're focused on the baby, but they don't realize that their older child, who might even be 8, 9, or 10, they might still need to be in a booster seat. So that was the other law that I wanted to talk about today, that children, they need to be in a booster seat in the back seats until 8 years old. But then the second part of the law that no one ever talks about, but I'm going to talk about it now, is you have to be in your booster seat until the seatbelt fits you correctly. So that means that the seatbelt needs to cross the body in the center of the chest. It's not digging into their neck. And the lap part is low across the top of the legs, not on the tummy. So until that seatbelt fits properly, the law is still requiring children to ride in their booster seat. So we're are finding that kids need booster seats till about age 10, 11, even 12 years old. So we might have a family that comes to us for a car seat for their infant and leaving with a booster seat for the child that is older.
Okay, to piggyback off that, so how many car seats, booster seats, how many do you give out each year?
Yeah, we're probably distributing about 100 seats a month. And for classes, we have classes weekly. So we have classes available in English and Spanish, and like I said, we have classes in person, but we also have a lot of virtual classes.
So is there a way to find out if you qualify or just get information on this?
Yeah, so just go to our website, which I believe is on the screen, and you can call the WIC line, actually, and have the application get started.
All right, and CPS week next month.
Yep.
And there's an event, I think, coming up as well. Is that true?
Yeah, we have a lot of things planned for that week, so it's something that we celebrate, every year. So we are actually going to collaborate with our medical center in Moreno Valley, and we're going to host classes for families to receive education and then to also receive a car seat if they're in need. So we've got that event, but then we also during the week have our classes that we offer virtually. So a few options for families.
Erin Malone, the rear-facing, forward-facing, booster seat, you name it, expert here in Riverside County. Erin, thank you so much for the time. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
All right, so we're going to transition from car seats to one of my favorite things, baseball. We're going to learn more about the Home Run for Health program with a special guest, Jordan Garrison.
Hi, my name is Jordan Garrison. I'm here with RUHS Public Health, and this is my best friend Thunder. He's the mascot for the Lake Elsinore Storm. And we are here to tell you all about the upcoming Home Run for Health event. So it's going to be on September 7th. It'll be a Thursday. The game starts at 6:35. We'd love to see you guys come out. We at RUHS Public Health love baseball, but what we love even more is bringing health to our communities. So this event is really the merging of those two interests. So it's going to be Riverside County versus San Bernardino County. Here at Riverside County, we're with the Lake Elsinore Storm. We got it covered. But San Bernardino County, they're going to be with the 66ers, and we're going to see them go head to head. This event is free for all Riverside County employees and for the public as well. So I want you guys to go down into the description, check out our info there so you can get your tickets now. Again, they're free, but you want to get those good seats. So make sure to keep up to date. We're going to give you more updates as the day gets closer, and we want to see all of you there.
Well, I think Thunder has a new BFF, Jordan, over there. They're hanging out at the old ballpark, the Diamond down there, Jose.
I know, I see that, and it's great. And Jordan and Thunder just hit it off, and I guess we were just there for extra baggage.
We got Jose Arbayo, Public Information from Public Health, to join us here. And Jose, Home Run for Health, just give us a snapshot. What is this program?
Well, a few years back, we were thinking about better ways to promote our programs here at Public Health. And of course, everybody loves baseball. And so we thought, wouldn't it be great if we could have an event where we have people who like baseball and can come and just learn about our program. So that's what we did. We had our initial one a few years back over at San Manuel Stadium. And we wanted to show both San Bernardino and Riverside County Public Health and highlight the programs that are available. And so we did it. Several thousand people showed up, and we've been doing it ever since. It's a great time. Thousands of people there. They learn about the different programs that we have, and it's free. That's the great part of it all. It's free, and anyone can come that wants to come.
Is that Dr. Shavinsky?
That is Dr.
And Steve
Shavinsky.
Wynn, that's the broadcaster for the
That's it.
Sixers. I know that guy. I can know them both.
Yes, and that's one of the things that we do in the middle of the game is they do an in-game interview with one of our representatives. This year, it's going to be somebody from Emergency Management Department talking about preparedness because that's this year's theme.
I was just about to ask you. I thought baseball was the theme, but emergency management is the theme for 2023.
Right. For us, it's preparedness. EMD is one of our partners this year. Also, the hospital, the medical center is going to be one of our partners, along with San Bernardino Public Health as well. And yeah, we are very excited. And preparedness doesn't just mean earthquakes. It means preparing for other things. We have different programs that will talk about the context of preparedness in their program as well.
Okay, very, very good. So, Jose, obviously, playing sports, exercising, it seems like baseball and public health, staying healthy, is as a natural fit, right?
Well, it is when you consider, yes, as you say, the outdoors, exercising. Sometimes the food isn't the best food, but if you do it in moderation, that's okay. We always say that. You can always have a Diet Coke or some other drink or maybe water. But I think that it is one of those things where we think that the public that comes out really appreciates and sees what we're doing, and then they get to watch baseball. So what's better than that?
No, there's nothing. There's nothing better than that. Okay, so you said the theme this year, emergency preparedness, but I know a lot of programs will be on display. What are some of the programs that you guys will be able to highlight when you're out there at the ballpark?
Well, we're still building it, but right now we have nutrition services, oral health, suicide prevention, overdose awareness. We're going to have our emergency management department out there, and the hospital, the medical center is going to be doing something on overdose prevention as well. So, but there are other things that will come up. Injury prevention is a big thing as well. So it's going to be a great time, and I think you'll see the variety, or people come out will see the variety of things that are offered by public health in both San Bernardino and Riverside County.
All right, I think you said it, and I think Jordan even said it in the video, but is it free? Are tickets free to get into the game?
They are free, and it's a great thing. So, if you and as we get more information out and get more tickets out, you'll see that the seats are great. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of activities, not just baseball, in between innings. And I'm sure you've been to minor league baseball. They have a lot of fun. They have the races. They have YMCA. They do all these fun things. And then you'll learn more about public health. And I don't know what's more exciting than that.
All right, I think we have a graphic we'll put at the bottom of the screen as well for the RUHS Facebook page. You can find more information there on this. And again, Home Run for Health. You combine baseball and public health education, right? Just a way to live a healthy lifestyle.
Absolutely. And I forgot to mention, I think if we didn't say it, we'll say it now, September 7th.
Yeah.
And the game starts 6:35, I believe. And it's going to be a great time.
There it is, RUHS Public Health, Facebook, Instagram as well for more information. Jose Arbayo from our public information team at Public Health. Appreciate the time, Jose. Good seeing you.
It's always good seeing you, Pep, and thank you very much. And we're encouraging people to come, so please come.
Absolutely. That is September 7th in a battle, 66ers and the Storm. My name is Pep Fernandez. We'll see you next time on another edition of the Riverside County Public Health Update.